AEW has finally landed a TV deal with TNT. We're going to be discussing that here today. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkey Flop here, and welcome back to Fan Freaking Wrestling. On this YouTube channel, we talk about a lot of different wrestling news and keep you guys up to date on all of the latest and greatest in wrestling. Now, let's go ahead and jump into AEW. Now, a lot of people have been speculating like, oh, is AEW going to be able to compete with WWE? We all know that competition makes things better. It makes things much more enjoyable and even greater. If we look at, if you guys didn't know, WWE 2K has, officially announced that they're going to be working on a new wrestling game to compete with WWE because there's no competition really within the wrestling genre for wrestling games. So they figured they go ahead and put a new game out that is completely different from WWE, and then they're hoping that that competition will push the WWE games up even further. I wanted to mention that because a lot of people were speculating like, oh, WWE is scared of AEW. And yeah, they kind of are scared of AEW because AEW has a crazy amount of money that they can actually offer their wrestlers to actually perform and wrestle. But also, there's also the pay-per-view that they're gonna about to happen. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, Double or Nothing is gonna cost around $60. $59.99 is what the leaked information has us to believe. So I'd love to know you guys' thoughts on that in those comments down below. Are you guys gonna be paying for a $60 pay-per-view, considering the fact that WWE offers like their pay-per-views for $10, and sometimes we get 2 pay-per-views a month, and that's not including all of the other programming that WWE has to offer. That was kind of interesting to see that, AEW is charging $60 when WWE charges $10. But we'll have to wait and see once the numbers come in and see how many people actually pay for that pay-per-view. Nonetheless, AEW has secured a TV spot pretty much on national television, and that is with TNT. WarnerMedia partners with All Elite Wrestling for multi-platform launch of groundbreaking new wrestling league. That's pretty cool because like WarnerMedia is also like kind of a part of me in a way, because I am partnered with Full Screen, who's also under the umbrella of AT&T, which is also umbrellaed under WB and Warner Brothers. So very interesting to say the least. TNT to air weekly matches later this year. So it is confirmed that AEW is going to be launching their own TV program that is going to be happening on a weekly basis. They're also going to be, providing the live pay-per-view on May 25th for Double or Nothing. They are also planning on talking about live streaming some of the other events and having some sort of, other live stream capability. Very exciting news to say the least. I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on AEW in the comment sections below. Do you want to hear more about AEW? Are you guys as curious as I am to see where the heck they go and how they're actually going to compete with WWE? WWE has been around for, decades. They've been around for a very long time. They definitely know the business inside and out. Whether or not you want to argue the creative rating kind of sucks right now, and it has for quite some time, but it's definitely going to give WWE the push that it needs. They're definitely going to need to step up their A game this time around, especially with new, fresh, competitors and a bunch of wrestlers that are going to be, hot on the scene. One thing that a lot of people kind of discuss about AEW is like, how are they going to compete with WWE? Because WWE, exists, and it is so great because not only do you have wrestling, but you have a storyline. I'm pretty sure that AEW is also going to have a storyline. All the other pay-per-views that we've seen before. Were just kind of like one-off pay-per-views and it was all about wrestling. But with a weekly TV show, you know, for AEW, I'm pretty sure that they're going to have storylines and, you know, things that keep the audience coming back for more. We already saw kind of like a preview of the announcement of Double or Nothing, where, you know, like Chris Jericho went after Kenny Omega, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of story build up in AEW. So, you know, all those people that are saying like, oh, they can't compete with WWE, I'm actually waiting. I'm waiting for them to compete with WWE, so that way, you know what I'm hoping for is we have two great, you know, wrestling factions to watch each and every week. That's my honest hope for it, is like, you know what, we have two really good programs to watch, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, maybe AEW takes out WWE, or maybe WWE, you know, takes out AEW, or maybe they just coexist and constantly compete for your attention, my attention, and everybody else's attention that is a wrestling fan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to support your boy by dropping a like, dropping a comment. Of course, if you guys are new, please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on, and I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.